Hi there, this is Vespasian and my trusty sidekick, and this is just a little video we decided to do with the end of the campaign we've just played. Just to put forward a few ideas and feelings we had about the game and how the campaign went, and a few ideas for our next campaign. I hope you enjoyed the campaign. We certainly did. Well, I did. He hated it, didn't you? Yeah. So, overall, I'll just move this. Overall, what were your views on the campaign?
I think the winner should go first.
Right. In case you've been living under a rock and haven't seen them, we did a campaign. This is the campaign map, and we basically had Roman and Jewish forces positioned, and then we just fought the campaign out, just like a normal campaign. The campaign was set in the Jewish Revolt, and it was the first part of the Jewish Revolt, when the Jewish rebels first overran Judea and took most of Judea over. And King Herod and General Gallus head of the Romans, tried to liberate the region and utterly failed. Over to the actual forces, I played the Jewish forces, these guys here. At first I found them quite difficult to organise because I'm so used to playing Romans. However, I did get my head around it eventually, and yeah, I played them quite well, I think. Yeah, there's a screaming army of fighting enthusiasts. They're pretty good. They're pretty much like your Celts, really. And so I use them as Celts and bet the Romans. You, however, never played Romans before.
No, never.
And what did you think?
I think I need more time to get used to the Roman technique, because my technique is playing them, charging at Romans.
Yeah.
But when you play Romans, because you're so heavy, you walk slowly towards the enemy.
Yeah, you're pretty inflexible with Romans, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and you didn't have any luck with your cavalry, just like I didn't have any luck with my cavalry when I was playing Romans as well.
No.
No, I never had any luck with Roman cavalry. I didn't even know why I bothered buying it.
And the archers.
Yeah, the archers seem silly. The archers fire 3 dice, which is a bit silly. They should actually, I think archers should be slightly more overpowered, because, you know, battles were won with archers, and I don't see how you could win a battle with archers in Hail Caesar. Could you, possibly?
No.
I can't imagine an English bowman army taking on the French in Hail Caesar and winning. The French would just ride over them. But hey, let's do that next. The French versus English, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Maybe she'll win.
Yeah.
Actually,
Anyway,
go both ways.
well, it could do. Well, the English troops of the time are basically the heavy infantry, guys with maces, or bowmen. That's basically a British army. We didn't really have cavalry. Whereas the French army was lots of dross, lots of peasants given farming tools to fight with, and the knights were posh guys on expensive horses.
Yes.
Basically the two armies. Two completely different armies, and the French lost because, well, your infantry are rubbish against British infantry, and your horses are rubbish against British infantry because to a Briton, a horse is mobile lunch.
And, you know, horses cost much, so people don't kill them.
Yeah, so the French weren't allowed to kill horses, just the same as the Battle of Hastings. The Normans arrived, started attacking the Saxons, and the Saxons just hit the horse over the head with a mace, which is a pretty good way of killing a horse. And that really upset the French, because they weren't used to having their horses killed. But there was no such law in Britain. We just ate anything and hit people with maces. That's basically what we did.
Yeah.
And we were drunk the entire time as well. We were actually...
That was most of our battles.
Yeah,
Drunk.
the entire British army were a bunch of alcoholics who were completely blathered throughout the entire battle, which is why even though we lost the Battle of Agincourt, we won. Because even though the French got in behind the British army, we were too drunk to notice. Romans aren't like that, unfortunately. And playing the Romans, once the Romans break, you're pretty much stuffed, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
As one legion goes down, the rest go down.
Yeah, but you didn't do one game where you carried out a strategic withdrawal. The battle was your strategic withdrawal. Yeah, but it was actually not badly done.
Apart from one of the legions who just could not through.
yeah, one legion got stuck and massacred, but the rest of them managed to march out. So
Still wasn't enough.
yeah, but it helped that your regiments weren't broken. None of your units were broken. So
Yeah.
your divisions were still intact, so you were able to command them quite well in withdrawal.
Yeah, I mean, I had really bad dice attacking, but had really good dice running away.
Especially the last game, you had the most atrocious dice I've ever seen in a game of Hail Caesar. I've never seen anyone roll so many bad dice. That battle could have been the decider for you, and it said it was it really did end the campaign. The entire Roman fleet and army were basically wiped out.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah, you rolled really bad dice.
Such a shame.
Yeah, yeah. But hey, the gods of the dice sometimes aren't on your side. That being said, these are the armies that we have. We were going to expand onto some more Dacian stuff and do a Dacian campaign, but we decided instead to finish the Romans and the rebel Jewish forces instead. So we're going to finish these forces off. We've already got the new troops we need for the Jewish army. We've got to get some more Romans, and then I think we'll play another Judean war campaign. Yeah, I was thinking we'll do Vespasian's campaign, which is basically what happened after the campaign you've just seen. Historically, the campaign for Gallus and King Herod went much the same as what happened. Yes, it went much the same way. In fact, we had some of the same battles that actually happened, so including the massacre of the 14th, which would have been your withdrawing from the battlefield and being cut to pieces.
I didn't get cut to pieces at all because you built the bad dice while I was running away.
Well, some of them got cut to pieces. So, yeah, so what we're going to do is next is do Vespasian's campaign. So, before we go on to that one, have you got anything else to add?
Not really. I think that's pretty much everything about the Romans losing
Right.
and the Jews losing.
Well,
and losing and you doing awesome and me moving slower. Yeah, I'm gonna start talking now. Yeah, can.
Well, in Vespasian's campaign, I will do a full thing on this before we start the next campaign, so you understand. But quite simply, after the disaster where King Herod's forces were forced to withdraw and Gallus's legions were destroyed, Legion was destroyed, the 12th Legion was destroyed, Rome was in a bit of a tiz. Rome was a little bit upset, the Nero was livid, Nero, the emperor, was livid, and really they needed to send someone to deal with the problem in Judea. And the Emperor Nero decided to bring a general he had sacked previously out of retirement and send him in to deal with the Judean problem.
Vespasian!
Called Vespasian. And he left his beehives, went to Judea, and came home the Emperor of the Roman Empire. But that is another story. We will, for the time being, just finish with that, I think. There is something about basing we were going to discuss, but in my next video I'm going to explain a new project we've got going on.
Oh yes.
And I will explain that project, and I will explain the basing with the same in the same video. But that's another project, and look out for that one.
And comments down below, guess what it is.
Well, guess what the project is? Oh, but they're not going to be able to guess, are they? It's not like we've given them any clues.
Yeah, but you know, you give them one clue.
Smelly men with beards.
That's not the whole thing!
It is the whole thing, because everyone had beards and they all smelled. So there you are, smelly men with beards. That's what we're going to do, isn't it? And axes. There were axes. Axes were involved. Yes. No? Anything else?
Okay, yeah.
Give another clue, go on. Go on. Any clue? Anything off the top of your head? Just spill it out. Open up your brain and allow it to spill.
I like everything, but every single thing, we just tell them what it is.
Yeah.
So, that's all you get.
Right. Smelly men with beards is our next project.
Maces, apparently.
Is it use maces, actually? Funnily enough, they don't come in the kits, but, you know, we'll get onto that later. Did I mention axes?
And squiggly lines.
Squiggly lines?
I think that's what the person behind the camera said.
The squiggly lines? I don't remember the army of squiggly lines.
No.
Show us
Did they run up to the enemy and draw squiggly lines?
Show
No,
it.
you were misinterpreting what I was saying.
Well, can you try again?
No.
Yeah. She's writing backwards in the air.
Yeah. Please, can you do it the other way?
I don't know if I can do it that way. No, forget it.
Right.
Then do
Okay.
it again. Just try. Prop.
If you could see this, this is great. 'Cause
P-I-T-O.
No, I'm getting it wrong. Forget it.
S-P-Q-R. There you go.
I'll give you a clue. There's a picture of a guy on the front cover of the Hail Caesar rulebook who will give away the period
Guess what?
we're going to be
You
doing.
just said guy, so it's definitely not that one.
Well, it's definitely not Boudica because we're already doing that. We have some figures for that, but we're not going to do the campaign yet. There's a guy on the front cover who has something to do with our next project. So, there we go.
Did you just...
I just pointed to that guy there. Yeah. So that's the end of this video. Yeah, I wanted to actually say more, but I can't really think of anything that we haven't already said in the videos we've done.
No.
No. Other than the basing, which we are going to go into, as I said, in the next video. And but we did thoroughly enjoy the campaign, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun campaign to do. And I enjoyed winning thoroughly. To be honest, as I said, the campaign that we played pretty much turned out the same as it did in real life, even down to some of the same battles, and pretty much had the same result. So I'm not really sure if the Roman player could have actually won the campaign decisively from the beginning.
Just have no skirmishes.
Yeah, but you can use skirmishes.
I have no skirmishes.
You choose not to use
No. You didn't tell me anything about that. No.
Stop. King Herod used Celts and Germans in his army. Therefore, you can use the slingers and skirmishers from the Celt rule list, the Gaul army list, which is the same period. And I did tell you this, and you did actually use them in at least one game, I seem to remember.
I have a clue for them.
What?
Right. This is the clue for the next project for them.
Oh, right, we're back onto that one again. Okay, let's hear it.
They were at...
No, you
Give it time!
totally wrong. No, totally wrong.
Man, you come here!
No.
I'll be the cameraman!
No, we're finishing it now.
Cameraman, no, you gotta do it now.
Sit down.
You gotta do it now. No, you gotta do it now. No, you gotta do it now.
Go and sit down and finish. You annoying.
Finish?
Ow!
Was that your elbow? So, as an actual after-action battle report, I don't think we've done too well. But we did sort of run over the few things that we did find problematic. We found the ships extremely interesting to play with. There are no... Stop it. There are no rules set down in concrete for gaming with ships in Hail Caesar, so we had to pretty much make them up on the fly, but we did use a very simple version of rules for them, and we found them quite fun. We found the game quite fun, and we found using the ships quite easy once we got used to using them. It's just, you got stuck in harbour in the last game, didn't you?
Stop it.
Because I blocked your ships from getting out. Well, okay, you had the chance to move first, and you didn't. I gave you the opportunity to move out, and you just sat there and stared at me.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I like you. Leave me. And like bullets, and they're ginger fit, and like you, and you're horrible, and you smell.
Just because I bet you.
This would cost you a smegger.
Well, that's not very nice. So I'm not going to be painting up any more Romans for your Roman army then.
I thought you paid 10 mil figures, I remember.
What's 10 mil figures?
Yes. You paid them fine, would you? Yes, and Beastmen, remember them? Yes.
I haven't finished painting them yet. I haven't got time to
Remember
paint
them, right?
them.
I'm still there.
Yes, they're still there. I'm still painting them. I
Yeah,
haven't got time to
I
paint. I have to
think
paint
they're
other
there.
people's
I
stuff
think
too.
they're there.
I
I think
can't
they're
just
there.
paint our stuff. Because she shouts at me when I don't paint our stuff.
I think they've been there for 2 months.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Spray painted.
Yeah. Yeah. I've also got a lot of Dacian cavalry on there, which I based up, painted, not finished painting yet.
We don't care about your stuff, we care about my stuff here.
It's not, no, it's ours.
Write down comments down below who much you care about more. My beastman or his Dacian cavalry people.
Dacians are another project anyway. For now, we are concentrating on the Roman-Jewish war. And that is our...
I don't think we are.
Yes, we are. And that is our next campaign, when we get the Romans and stuff done. I hope you're looking forward to the next campaign. It should be a lot more fun than the last one, because we're going to have even more Romans. And we're going to be doing something different with the basing as well. So please click like if you like the video. Oh, God.
Subscribe.
You ruined the whole thing! It's just, it ruined it, I don't like it, and right, and comments down below.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, right. See ya.